was a terrifying experience, you know. I imagine the most shook up one was probably Steve. He was only like 17. I think he actually lied about his age to get the job out there.
Yeah, I was 17, so I was the kid. I thought we was going to go to jail for murder.
Those times I was saying we need to go back, those times I was saying we need to go get help, you know. I mean, it went back, everybody was going back and forth, you know, in their own minds and between each other. When we got back there and we looked around the area and we couldn't find Travis, that's when it hit Mike. Mike and Travis were best buddies then, you know, and stuff, and I think he felt really bad about taking off and leaving him like that.
It was pretty hectic, and it was very emotional at that point. You know, your mind just takes off.
We came off the mountain after we was looking for Travis and we couldn't find him. And we pulled in there and Kenny got out and called the sheriff's department.
It didn't come directly to me, it came to a deputy sheriff in Heber who called me on the phone, and then he gave me a little more detail on it.
When I arrived there, there were 6 young men. They were just stomping around, and a couple of them were crying. And I tried to get just as close to each one of them as I could to see if I could detect odors of marijuana or alcohol or anything like that.
He says that he didn't believe us or disbelieve us. You know, he was going to be neutral. But before we went up on the hill to radio, for him to radio the sheriff, we better be certain because we could get in a lot of trouble.
Travis Walton was just 22 years old when this happened, and he was in this tiny little town of Snowflake, Arizona. This little town that was founded by Mormons. Everyone knew everyone in Snowflake. So it's not just like he's just in New York City or some other big town where he's anonymous. The question is, what the hell happened to this young man? How is it that he could just disappear?
We're a rough-looking bunch then, you know, and a bunch of us out there with chainsaws and that, and some conflicts here and there, you know. So they just immediately started assuming, well, they killed this guy, you know, because they weren't going to believe that wild story we were telling them.
The police, and no one can blame them, had to look at the much more obvious real-world possibility that these